Hello to you, Edwin Dearborn. Caffeinated content, where we talk about great business ideas over a hot cup of coffee. And boy, am I enjoying my hot cup of coffee today. And today's subject is creating multiple streams of income. Whether they're passive income or not passive income, regardless of this, I want to talk about creating multiple streams of income. And there's two basic channels that I want to talk about in creating multiple sources of income. So channel number one is how to create multiple sources of income for what you're already doing. Your existing business, whether you're a realtor, you're an insurance broker, dentist, self-employed guy, tattoo artist, you've got your main gig. You want to create multiple sources of income. So to do that, you've got to look at the income that's already coming in over the last, or has come in over the last few years, and see where your channels are working. Is it coming from Yelp? Is it coming from email, referrals? Is it coming from Facebook ads? Is it coming from networking? And so you've got all these multiple sources. Well, the first way to build multiple sources is to find out what sources were working and are now not working, or not working as well, and how to revive or boost the multiple sources of income that you already have. So let's say you have 6 main sources of income, but 3 have kind of died out or are lagging. Well, your first activity would be, versus looking for other sources of income which have not proven to generate you business, what you'd want to do is look to the past of things that have produced results and how you can actually revive past proven income sources. So let's say you've had 6 income sources that have worked well in the past, 3 are working now. Well, your first strategy would be, how do I revive the 3 that were working or have lagged and bring them back up? Because in today's economy and today's competition, you cannot rely on just one source of income, and those who do always struggle. You've got to have multiple sources of income for your gig. Now, that's channel one. Multiple sources of income for your existing game. How do I revive past income sources that have dried up or are lagging? How do I bring them back up while also boosting what is working for me now? Okay, so that's channel number one. Channel number two, the second version of multiple sources of income, is you want to add more income sources other than your existing source. So let's say you're a tattoo artist and you're reviving multiple sources of income for your tattoo shop, but now you want to also sell healthcare products, or you want to also sell insurance, or you want to also do Uber or multi-level marketing, or bartend or whatever. That would be the second thing, is that you've got multiple gigs and hopefully they align, right? So if you're a realtor and you're licensed to sell real estate, another source of income, another business, is you could also get licensed to sell insurance. So now that you have all their financial information given to you through the real estate purchase, you can turn to them and say, hey, look, now that I've sold you a home, I'm looking at your financial information and you don't have home insurance, or you don't have life insurance, or you should be putting some of your money away in an annuity. You see what I mean? So you can take your existing gig, like selling real estate, and now also on top of that, sell life insurance products. This is what I'm doing with my existing business, Premier Lead Systems, adding multiple sources of income for the one business, but I'm also adding on top of that other sources of income on top of that business, because as I generate leads for people, guess what they do? They go, Well, how would you like to be a part of my business and generate leads for my business? Because what I'm finding is not only do I have a business that generates leads for businesses, but those businesses now want to bring me as part of the team, their virtual CMO, if you will, to now generate leads for them and be a part of it. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you don't have a plan to add multiple sources of income, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. See, economies do this, whether we like it or not. That's just the reality. We could go into a whole other discussion on why economies go up and down due to suppressive factors, due to manipulation of markets, but that's not something I can necessarily change myself. But I can understand the reality and plan of how to survive that reality. Let me give you one example. A lot of real estate agents were making a ton of money in the early 2000s, up to 2006, up to 2007. They had one source of income, selling real estate. The market was going great. It was at that time they should have added multiple sources of income, selling insurance or selling whatever. So when that market tanked, they could then go to another market, another income source, and survive while the real estate market was coming out of its trough. I see a lot of real estate agents now doing the same thing. Oh, the market's good, it's back, it's strong. Yes, but real estate markets have bubbles. So now, while it's going good, I would be getting my license as a real estate agent to sell insurance or some other action, right? So that if that market went soft or bad, I have my other business, my other revenue source already working for me. Now, you can watch multiple videos by Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, many other experts that say you really should be taking that extra time building a side hustle. Now that side hustle may only take an hour of your time. It could be network marketing. It could be cutting hair at night. It could be consulting. It could be selling insurance. It could be bartending. It could be working at a coffee place. It could be Uber. It could be a multiple of things. But you yourself really have to have a plan in action to have multiple sources of income, not only for your existing gig, but you also need to have multiple gigs so that you have multiple sources of income from various industries. You put all your eggs in one basket. I know there's a lot of people out there that say focus, and that's true, but there's no reason why you can't build multiple sources of income and divide your focus by a schedule. Like, okay, I've got my day job, and at 5 o'clock my focus ends on that, and then I got my side hustle to earn the extra income, and then I focus on that from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, right? Spend time with the kids, have dinner with the kids, and then I go do my side hustle so that I'm not dependent on corporate America to provide me with that one job. Because what happens if that corporate job has an economic downturn? So you should be looking at various ways to do that, whether that's, again, building additional income sources for your existing business or getting your side hustles. Now, I know personally of some side hustles that pay a lot better than Uber and Lyft. They're great side hustles, by the way. Uber and Lyft is a great side hustle. It's easy. You could be in business. You've got a car, right? You can make money. Great side hustle. But it's got a limit, and it doesn't have residual income. Great side hustle, but no residual income. The minute you stop driving is the second. You really want to have a side hustle that you can make some residual income, like investments, like cryptocurrency, like life insurance, network marketing. I could go on and on and on. Those would be ideal side hustles, but sometimes you got to take the immediate side hustle to just earn some extra cash, and I get it. But my point of today's caffeinated content is you need to develop a multiple stream income strategy, not only for your existing gig, but looking to other side hustles that can really give you, even if it's just an extra $500 or an extra $1,000 a month. Believe me, I've got 4 kids. An extra $1,000 a month, that makes a big impact, right? And that's an extra $12,000 a year. That buys Christmas gifts. That buys tickets to go see movies. That buys new clothes for the kids. You know, $12,000 a year to a parent is, it makes a huge difference. So, but unfortunately, most Americans don't have that multiple income stream mentality. They think, I have a job, they get satiated, they think it's going to protect them, and the bottom line is that economic times do not last. What lasts is your strategy being deployed. And if you have a causative, proactive plan in place that's preparing for the worst, whether it's good or bad, you're preparing for the worst, then when the worst comes, you're prepared. You're not, well, I thought it was always going to be good. Look, it's never always good. Not on this planet. This planet, there's one thing you can depend upon on this planet: disaster. Whether it's man-made or Mother Nature, disaster is going to hit. I mean, we've seen that in Houston. We've seen that in Florida. We've seen that in Wall Street. We've seen that around the world. Man-made or natural disasters, they occur on this planet. So you've got to be prepared, not only for natural disasters, but for economic disasters. You can't put your faith and hope that the president and Congress and the World Banks have got it all mapped out and all figured out to make sure you and your family are totally okay. What you need to do is really sit down and confront the fact that it's not okay and that you need to be prepared for the worst. And if it doesn't happen, then you got a lot of extra money and you go buy a lot of extra stuff and donate to your church and buy a motorcycle like I'm going to do, or whatever, or just, you know, stash it away for a rainy day. But you've got to really have that strategy. Now, if you don't know, there's some side hustles that I'm building teams with. If you want to be on my team as a side hustle, reach out to me, direct message me. I've got some great opportunities that I feel are great side hustles. They're going to make me additional income sources as well as some passive income. And these are organizations that are being coached by Grant Cardone, that are worth billions of dollars, as well as some other fast, rapidly growing industries that they're only going to get bigger. Cryptocurrency, I don't care if the ups and downs, one day it's going to be big, really big. It's going to be part of how we do our economy. Healthcare products, insurance, financial products, they're not going away. So why not tap into these large emerging markets and get your little piece of the pie so that you can take care of yourself, your family, donate to your church, and live a good, prosperous life. Anyways, food for thought. There you go. Hope you like this edition of Caffeinated Content. I'm going to try to go a little bit more in depth on this multiple sources of income because I think it's really, really important. I'm going to be talking about the companies I'm involved in. I'm going to be really talking about this more because I think that soon, and it has nothing to do with the president or Congress, it has a lot to do with a lot of economic dumb shit that's occurred over the last 10, 20 years. I think we're going to have some downturns in the economy. Do I think it's going to last? No, but economies do this. Just check the last 150 years of the stock market, and we have recessions, we have depressions. That's just an economic fact, and might as well be ready for it. So, Edwin Dearborn signing out. Have a great day. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.